Let us answer 2024 Internal Biology Paper 1. And at this point, I hope you've gone through Paper 2. I did answer Paper 2 and the video is there on this platform. In this one, we focus on Paper 1. So now, the first thing, you need to know that answering Paper 1, you only need, you are given 50 minutes. 50 minutes to answer the whole paper. So you need to be quick in terms of the way you handle questions. If you are not sure of the answer, make sure that you proceed to the next question so that you don't waste time. Total marks for the paper is 40 marks. Okay, so let us have a look at the questions. So here is the first question. Which characteristics of living organisms involve ingestion, absorption, and assimilation? Which characteristics of living organisms involve ingestion, absorption, and assimilation? If you have to look among the options, A, excretion, B, growth, C, nutrition, and D, respiration. So this is nutrition or feeding. So the other term for nutrition is feeding. So therefore the answer for the first question is A. Then the second question, which cell organelle is involved in respiration? Which cell organelle is involved in respiration? A, chloroplast, B, endoplasmic reticulum, C, mitochondrion, D, ribosomes or ribosome. So here the answer is the mitochondria. You need to know the function of the chloroplast, which is to carry out photosynthesis. The endoplasmic reticulum is transport of material within the cell. And of course, there are two types. That is rough one and also the smooth one. The rough one transport proteins within the cell. The smooth one transport lipids. So you need to know the functions. And also ribosomes, protein synthesis. Then for question 3, which of the following is true regarding active transport? So as the name suggests, active transport, it uses energy. So an input of energy is not required for it to occur. That is for A. So it requires energy. Therefore, this is wrong. B, it allows particles to pass easily between lipids in the cell membrane. No. It occurs against concentration gradient. Yes. It occurs against concentration gradient and requires energy. Then for question 4, the diagram demonstrates enzyme specificity and stages in which an enzyme-controlled chemical reaction may occur. So as you can see the diagrams, okay, and I'm sure you are aware of this topic, which is enzymes, and I've done a recording or a topic, a lesson on this part. So just right here on this platform, you should be able to find a full lessons and also more questions on this part. So here, the first, the question is identify L, M, N, and O. So this is an enzyme. This is an enzyme. Then N is the active site. Then M is the substrate. Then O is the products. Okay. So we are looking for this answer, the one that has L for enzyme. Okay. M for substrate. Then N for active site, then products. So the answer here is A. All right. Question 5. Which of the following is not a good source of lipids? Which of the following is not a good source of lipids? Avocado, they are good source of lipids. They contain lipids. Now here, the thing is not. Castor seeds, they are used in making of castor oils. So these, they contain a lot of oil as well. Caterpillar, then we have cheese, D. Cheese contain oils. Okay. So therefore the answer here, caterpillars are not good source of not good source of lipids, but good source of proteins. And therefore the answer is C. Caterpillars are not good source of lipids. Okay. So make sure that you understand the questions. And normally from question 5 up to question 8, normally you find questions from nutrients. So this particular topic also you need it. Question 6. Which of the following food nutrient promote peristalsis? Okay, so which of the following food promote peristalsis? Peristalsis is just a rhythmic contraction of the circular and longitudinal muscles of the alimentary canal to move the food or to propel the content in one direction. Okay, that is the way food moves from the mouth through the esophagus to the stomach. So the one that stimulates is roughage. So you need roughage. Okay, question 7. A diet is rich in iron. A diet rich in iron is ideal for which group of people? Lactating women. So those that are breastfeeding. Is it true? No. Pregnant women. Yes. So this is good for pregnant women because iron promotes the production of red blood cells. Okay, and therefore it is needed in pregnant women for proper growth of the fetus or for normal growth of the fetus. Preschool children, no. Aged, no. So the answer therefore is B on this part. All right, we proceed to question 8. The diagram below shows part of a leaf. Which part shows epidermal cell? So epidermal cells are outside cells. Okay, so here the outer layer is what we call epidermal cell. After the cuticle, we have epidermal cells. So you need to know the structure of the leaf or the internal part of a leaf. So therefore the answer here is A. That is question 8. Then question 9. Which of the following is an example of organism which carries out saprophytic nutrition? Which of the following is an example of an organism which carries out saprophytic nutrition? So the one that carries out saprophytic nutrition here among the option, like A, we have amoeba, B, we have mosquito, C, we have rhizopus, D, we have yeast. The one that carries out saprophytic nutrition are, or we can talk of rhizopus. So the answer therefore is C. Then question 10. The diagram below shows a human tooth. Just from the structure you can tell that this is a canine. Identify the tooth and its function. And since we've said it's a canine, here there's no any other option that has a canine on the tooth. So therefore the first is the answer. Option A is the answer. So please, let me just also guide you at this point. Multiple choice, the way you answer it is quite tricky, but you need to know of the thing. Cancel out the answers that you are sure that these are wrong. Then of course, always you find maybe two answers are closer. So among those, then you can find the correct answer. Otherwise, multiple choice is easy. Question 11. Which of the following food nutrient is an end product of digestion along the alimentary canal? So the end product of digestion, we are looking at the basic unit that nutrient or the nutrient if it's completely digested or what is made up of. For example, proteins. The basic or the end products, we talk of amino acids. Starch, we talk of glucose. Fats, we talk of fat acid and glycerol, or lipids, we talk of fat acid and glycerol. Therefore here, cellulose is starch, fats, proteins, all these are not end products, and therefore A is the answer. Then coming to question 12, which changes occur to the diaphragm and external intercostal muscles when a person breathes in deeply? Which changes occurs to the diaphragm and the external intercostal muscles when the person breathes in deeply? So when the person breathes in deeply, the diaphragm contracts and flattens. External intercostal muscles contract, and of course it pulls the chest. How does it pull the chest? So the external intercostal muscles contract, okay, and pulls the chest upward and outward. Okay, so here the answer is contract, the diaphragm contract, and also the external intercostal muscles contracts. Which of the following is correct word equation for aerobic respiration or anaerobic respiration in man? Which of the following is the correct word equation for anaerobic respiration in man? So anaerobic respiration in man take place in the muscles, and what is produced is lactic acid, and therefore the last one, or D, is the answer. Lactic acid plus energy. Okay. Then question 14, which of the following helps to reduce the causes of stigma to people living with HIV? I mean living with human immunodeficiency virus. Which of the following can help to reduce the cause of stigma to people living with human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, and acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, AIDS? A, counseling and testing. Can it reduce stigma? B, fear. C, myth. D, sensitization. So the only way to reduce the stigma is sensitizing the people. Okay? Sensitizing the people that indeed having HIV and AIDS is not a death sentence. Someone can still live a positive life or a healthy life while positive. Okay, it's not the end of the world. So sensitization is the answer here. The diagram below shows the tissue in the section of the root of a green plant. Identify the part numbered 1, 2, and 3. So the one that is numbered 1 is the epidermis. Okay, so which means D and C are totally wrong. So we go for epidermis. Then when it comes to 2 is the what? 2 is the phloem. And of course D, this star-like, I'm sure you're able to see it. This star-like is the xylem. And therefore A is the answer. Epidermis, phloem, and xylem. This part you need to know it. Transport in plants. Question 16. Jane had blood group A. She needs a blood transfusion. From which blood group can Jane receive, or can she receive the blood? So she has blood group A. So now blood group A can only receive blood from blood group A and O. Okay? She cannot receive blood group B because A produce and B, of which the antibodies will fight the blood group B and of course cause a coagulation of the blood. But of course blood group O do not have antibodies, and therefore she can get any of these. So here blood group A only, no. So the answer is D, blood group A and O. Okay, so take time to look at also this part, that is transport in the animal, and look out for the lessons on this particular part. All right, up to question 17. The following diagram shows the relationship between the blood circulatory system and the lymphatic system. Which labeled part represent the lymph capillary? So this is the lymphatic system, where it is starting from. Okay, so the starting point here is called lymph capillary. Okay, so lymph capillary, that is the starting part. Then of course A, we are talking of the lymph vessel. Okay, therefore to answer the question, the answer here is B. All right, that is question 17. The answer is B. Up to question 18, which of the following is an excretory product of the lungs? So the lungs are used for breathing. We breathe in oxygen and we remove carbon dioxide. Therefore the excretory products, the ones that are removed by the lungs, we're talking of carbon dioxide. Okay. Question 19, which of the following are the importance organ in homeostasis? So which of the following are importance organ in homeostasis? A, we have the liver, the heart, and the kidney. Okay, the liver, yes, but the heart, is it? No. The liver, the kidney, and the skin. So therefore the answer here, question 19, is B. Okay, question 19, the answer is B. Okay, here it is not the answer because of the sweat glands. The sweat gland is part of the skin, so you cannot put the skin and the sweat gland. The sweat gland is found in the skin. Okay, question 19 or question 20, which of the following labeled gland is associated to the production of insulin? No doubt it is the pancreas, which is the C. What gland is this? What gland is this? What gland what gland is this? So you need to know all this part that is on the endocrine system. Okay, question 21, the diagram shows a cross section through a human spinal cord. Which of the parts labeled is a relay neuron? A relay neuron is also called the interneuron. It is found between the sensory and the motor neuron. So here, that is where you find the relay neuron. So therefore the answer here is C. The following diagram shows the defective eye of a person. You have the retina here, and also the image is formed there, the lens there. Okay, identify the defect and how it can be corrected. So this one is long-sightedness. Someone is able to see from the long distance, but the image that are closer or the object closer look blurry, and this is caused by the long-sightedness. It's as a result of abnormal shortening of the eyeball. As a result, the image is formed beyond the retina, and this one can be corrected by the convex lens, and therefore we are looking at B to be the answer. So long sight, use of convex lens. Okay, so question 22, the answer is B. 23, the bones of the skull, the ribs, the sternum, the vertebral column forms up. So this forms up the kind of the type of skeleton called the axial skeleton. So forms up the axial skeleton. So look at skeletal system as well. Make sure that this topic you know it very well. Okay, the diagram below shows plant, shoot, and invertebrate in relation to their response to stimuli. As you can see, the plant here is bending toward the direction of light. So this is growing toward light, and when it is growing toward light, that is what we call phototropism, and that is for positive phototropism. So positive phototropism. Then look at this, there's light here, and of course here it is dark. So these insects, they are moving toward the part that is dark here. Okay, so these invertebrates, they are moving toward the part that is dark, and this is they are moving away from light. So that is negative, but we don't say phototropism, but is phototaxis. So tropism, phototropism is just for plants. This is called phototaxis. Let us look at the answers. So which response are being shown by these organisms? So plant shoot, negative phototaxis, no. Negative phototaxis, no. Positive phototaxis, no. We said it's positive phototropism. Okay, and also on the other side we have negative phototaxis because they are moving away from light, and therefore D is the answer for question 24. Question 25, which of the following differentiated cell is thickened with lignin and provides support to the stem of the plant? So here, question 25, the answer is D. The sclerenchyma is the one that is thickened with lignin and provides support to the stem of the plant. Have a look at the collenchyma, the parenchyma, and the phloem. Okay, maybe these two. The phloem is well known. So look at the collenchyma, the parenchyma as you study. All right. Question 26. The diagram shows the type of germination. Okay, as you can see, tester, coat, split, cotyledon here, tester. What type of germination is shown in the diagram? So there are two types of germination, hypogeo and epigeo. Now, see this. What happens when the shoot comes out? There's nothing that really remains inside, just the tester that remains, but the whole part comes out. And what kind of germination is that? That is called epigeo germination. And therefore, hypogeo, we cancel C and D, we go for A and B, and now let us look at the correct answer. So it is epigeo germination, and the reason is because the cotyledons are carried out above the ground. The cotyledons are these, so they are carried out above the ground, and that is the reason why it is epigeo germination. Therefore, the answer is A. Hypogeo germination, on the other hand, the cotyledon remains underground. For example, maize. Okay, so this you can put an example of beans, groundnuts, and some other legumes are the ones that germinate by this kind of germination. Cereals, maize, and all those is hypogeo. Question 27. What type of asexual reproduction occur in yeast? So the type of reproduction that occurs in yeast is not binary fission. This one occurs in amoebas. Instead, it is budding. The type of asexual reproduction that occurs in yeast is called budding. Up to question 28, the diagram below shows one of the method of natural propagation. Which method of natural propagation is shown in the diagram? So, need to know the method of propagation, natural propagation or artificial propagation. You need to know them. So, this one that we are seeing right here is runner. Okay? So, question 28, the answer is C. Have a look at comb, rhizome, and also stem tuber. The diagram below shows the generalized structure of a flower. That is question 29. Identify the parts labeled X. So the part labeled X here is the stigma. But if it was pointing at this, would have put anther. But this part is the stigma. Okay? The stigma. And just by looking at it, you should be able to know the kind of pollination that occurs in this one. Okay? Question 30. The diagram below shows the structure of an insect pollinated flower. So they're saying this is an insect pollinated flower. Which feature on the diagram shows that a flower cannot self-pollinate? So those that can self-pollinate, they have the anther on top, then of course the stigma down. So this one cannot self-pollinate because of the short filament. Look at this. The sepals are out there, the filaments are within. I mean, they are short inside. So that is the reason why we are saying this one cannot self-pollinate. Okay? All right. Question 31. So here the answer is D. That is on 30. Question 31. Which of the following correctly state the function of the prostate gland and the seminal vesicles in the reproductive system? So here the answer is the prostate gland enables sperm to swim. Okay. Then of course the seminal vesicles provide energy or nutrients to the sperms. Okay. So the answer is A. Which of the following is a natural method of birth control? So condom is not natural. Diaphragm is not natural. Intrauterine device is not natural. All these are artificial. So the natural one here is called the Lyme method or lithium method. That is the answer to this question. 33. The genetic characteristics expressed in an organism is called. The genetic characteristics expressed in an organism is called. So the genetic characteristics expressed in an organism is called a trait. Question 34. The following event take place in one of the stage of mitosis. The nuclear membrane disappears. The chromosome move to the center. The chromosomes align themselves at the equatorial region. The chromosomes are seen attached to the spindle fibers at the centromeres. So which stage of mitosis is described in the statement? I guess you know the stages of mitosis. So there's prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Okay? So here it is metaphase. Okay? So the answer here is metaphase. Question 35. In classification, which of the following has the highest number of organisms? So the one that is on the top, okay, is the kingdom. So therefore the one that has a lot of organism is the kingdom. Then these other are found down. Question 36. Which component of soil is lost when crop remains are bent? So the one that is lost is humus. So humus is the one that remains. This is formed when the remains of the plant decay. So when they are bent, humus is destroyed or is lost. In which of the following pyramid of biomass does the arrow shows the correct flow of energy? So the correct flow of energy can never be D, never be C, and not this one but A. Okay? So energy flows from the primary to the secondary, then tertiary. If it flows from down here, would say from tertiary, secondary, primary. Okay, so it normally flows from the primary to the secondary to the tertiary. This is something that we are going to look. I think I explained this one. I have a lesson on ecology. You should be able to find that lesson. Okay, it will make sense. Question 38. Which of the following factors directly cause population increase? Diseases. So when there are diseases, people are likely to die, or organisms are likely to die, because when you talk of population in biology, we don't just refer to people but also other organisms. So organisms may die if there are diseases. How about immigration? Immigration? So immigration, we are just looking at the living of people. Okay, people are living, or organisms are leaving the habitat. They are going somewhere. If in terms of people, we are talking of people leaving Zambia, going to other countries. It reduces the population. But immigration, we have other organisms coming in, other people coming in to stay permanently or temporarily. So that increases the population. Wars displaces people, so it cannot be the answer. And therefore here we are going for immigration. 39. Which of the following is likely to contribute to population to land? Which of the following is likely to contribute to land pollution? Dead plant remains? No. Dead plant remains, they can decay. Mineral salts? No. Non-biodegradable material? Yes. Non-biodegradable material are those that cannot be destroyed by biological means. In short, they cannot decay. Example, plastics. Plastics, they can take years and years and years. They are still there. They do not decompose. So therefore, they can cause land pollution. Microorganisms, so microorganisms, in short, they contribute to the soil fertility. So this, the one that causes land pollution, is non-biodegradable materials. Finally, question 40. Which of the following is importance of biodiversity? So for this one, I've given you to answer it. Make sure that you post your answers in the comment section. And of course, you might want to give a reason why you think is the answer. So I want to see those that have followed up to the end. So for this one, I leave it up to you. Make sure that you answer it. So we've come to the end of the presentation. I hope you've enjoyed. If you've done so, please do not forget to subscribe, share with others, and let us prepare together as you let us prepare together for the exams. Okay, this is your platform, and of course there are a lot of material that you can find here. All right, so please, if you are interested to join us, we offer lessons, both physical and online. For physical lessons, we are found in Lusaka. Okay, we are found in Lusaka, Kawata area, near Kawata Primary School. So if you stay within the place, you can just get in touch on the number 0976 40 2563. 0976 40 2563. Also, we offer online lessons. You can still get in touch on WhatsApp on the same number and register. Otherwise, we can end here and see you in the next one.